Right, morning. So I am in Westmoreland today in Dufton and planning to first climb High Cup and a number of other hills, and then the big loop, 15 or 16 miles I think, over Dufton Pike back in here. So it should be very, very exciting. I absolutely love High Cup Haven't been there for a good few years, so should be able to enjoy that. Unfortunately, when I got to High Cup it was completely fogged up with no visibility whatsoever. It cleared up shortly after, and then decided to change my tour and make a big loop and come back to High Cup climbed Meldon Hill, then across Dufton Fell, and eventually to High Cup to admire this time absolutely glorious views. And then it was back down to Dufton. Last time, and the only time I was on High Cup was when I was walking the Pennine Way a good few years ago now, and I thought it was actually the absolute highlight of the entire trail. High Cup is absolutely incredible. Crags forming this incredible valley. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that again. This mighty hill is Dufton Pike, I believe. It's going to be steadily uphill all the way to High Cup Looking back, there's a beautiful panorama from this edge of North Pennines. Stunning landscape. Slightly misty, but the visibility is good by and large, and it's a long day ahead of me, so the weather might just change very easily. I think where those crags are up there, that's Peeping Hill. I'll see if I can make a little detour. There's a path just slightly off my track, and grab the, see what I can see from atop. So up this track a little bit, and then sharp left, and shouldn't take long. Dufton Pike, down the track, just looking back, downhill. Very beautiful view. Right, keep walking. Right, so let's find Peeping Hill. Alright, I'm here on Peeping Hill. As I predicted, it's on those crags, but as you can see, the visibility is not too great. It's really quite funny because Meldon claims that it's sunny with intervals, but I suppose they mean maybe Dufton down below, not up here. So, but there is always this sense of being completely cut off on a hill, on crags, in fog and mist like this. Quite interesting feeling. It really does feel like you've been left completely alone, just to yourself and your thoughts. Well, I've been walking in this rather thick fog that makes you just not see just about anything really, which is a little bit annoying because the views here are rather mighty, definitely, and High Cup is just under 1 mile from here. completely fogged up. Look at this. It's supposed to be absolutely incredible views from here, but again, just fog. Well, this is High Cup Neck. Can't see a single thing, so it's definitely not clearing up. It might even stay foggy the whole day, so quite disappointed. I was expecting to see great things from here, but doesn't look like it's happening. So, well, I can't really stay here. It's cold. It's cold and it's freezing cold, so I better get walking and stop somewhere where it's a little bit less windy. If it does actually clear up later in the day, I might just change the plan of my tour and just come back here if there is a chance that I'm going to see something. But I'm going to keep pressing on. There's simply not much to see here at this point. Oh well. Well, you can see the sun trying to now sort of shine through those clouds now and again. So I suppose I'm just hoping that the visibility is going to improve. There's a little bit more light. Maybe that's a little bit of that morning fog is going to clear. Who knows? I was quite disappointed. It's just like not seeing anything from over there. So let's just see what happens. Who knows? I got to say, it's just starting to look much better. Looks like there's actually some blue skies. And you can see further ahead, very beautiful maze back is now actually far-reaching views. Beautiful. There's a bridge in the distance, not too far distance, over the back, so I'm going to cross that. I have to say, the speed at which the weather changed is unbelievable, and I have to say, this is not disappointing. Lovely, really lovely. Totally stunning, gorgeous. Look at the reflection of the sun in the water and how it winds its way down this landscape. So I'm now on a path leaving the back, but I have this really nice view from above of it winding through here. Stunning. It's completely empty here. Now, these are the kind of clouds that I like. Moving slowly, as I like to say, majestically past those hills. Well, it's half a mile to Rasp Hill. Must be very close, but unfortunately another cloud is coming. So I might find myself in that very soon again. Let's see for how long, hey? Right, I think Rasp Hill is somewhere up there, but it seems in a completely wrong direction to where I'm going. So I'm going to keep walking my track in my direction. Okay, so now over to Meldon Hill, which is about 2 miles, and it involves a very short off-grid segment, and then there's another half a mile or so and I'll be there. So yeah, let's go. Very tough walking, and some of these paths are very difficult to spot even with my experience of walking. Just looking back over this moor which I'm traversing in solitude and in some cold, but to me it's stunning, the expanse of the space here. Beautiful. Okay, so I've reached my little off-grid segments on the way to Meldon Hill. It's gonna be up there, so it might be a little bit steep, but it's very short. And there we are. This is my truck. So that was rather easy. But as you can see, fog again. Alright, let's keep walking. This is the top of Meldon Hill, 767 meters. The cloud keeps moving fast. A little bit of visibility from here, but very much. It just keeps moving and changing super fast. Right, my plan was to have a break in Meldon Hill. It's just too windy and too cold here. So I'm going to see if I can walk down a bit, find some nice place, and have my 15 minutes of a rest there. On we go. We go again. There's some more views before the next batch of cloud comes. I also said before about being disappointed not seeing anything from High Cup Gill, but there is something quite amazing about seeing the clouds move around you very fast, and everything just changing constantly, being, you know, in flux and in this constant motion. I think it's sometimes very easy to think we are surrounded by these, in our own regular lives, by these static things, but actually everything constantly moves around us. The earth moves, the wind, you know, everything, the rivers, everything is sort of in motion. And being in a place like this really reminds you how everything swirls around us, and there's this constant variability. Well, look again, it's coming out again. It's just amazing. Superb. Absolutely incredible. And I think I have now come to my off-grid segment, which will be, I expect, walking downhill here for a bit until I reach the next track in about a mile's time. So should be rather exciting. What an incredible view. Cow Green Reservoir in the distance, all fantastically blue, suddenly blue skies, nowhere really. Enchanting, just totally enchanting. This is actually walking just like I did about a month ago on the Watershed Scotland. Love this, absolutely love this. this is what I call being alone, but definitely not lonely. I've never developed enough vocabulary for expressing how I feel being in places like this. I just haven't. There's no words. The classic peat-based set of streams on the moorland here. I just have to navigate around, up and down. Quite easy to do, really, if you are steady on your feet, but slows you down a bit. Well, another half a mile of this off-grid, and then I'm connecting to some kind of a path or a track. So not so long now on this, but I'm enjoying this tremendously. Very, very wild. Just look at this beautiful streams. Now this will be difficult to cross because there's not that much grass, and the green stuff is basically swamp. So you cannot step in this. So you need to go over the bunches of grass, and I'll be safe. Well, I have now reconnected to my little path. It's very visible. I can probably see it better than you can, but it's there. It was quite wild. So it's physically tiring, but it's also quite tiring in the mind, because you really have to keep watching with every step where you put your feet on the ground, because the ground is so unstable, and there's lots of bog and sort of swamp and those streams. So yeah, but it is the kind of adventure that I like. So anyway, moving on a little bit on this little path now, and then I need to do another off-grid, although that one is going to be shorter, and after that I'm going to make a decision whether to go back to High Cup Nick, which if this kind of weather stays, then I definitely will. Right, so my half a mile on the disappearing path is just finished, and I'm back to off-grid, just downhill here south. This should be an easier one, but we'll see. So far it's going rather swimmingly. This seems like a good place for my little break. Right, so at this cairn, basically, another off-grid down here, basically, and that will connect me to another path. Well, I'm already on my track, so that was nice and easy, just 5 minutes downhill from here. So this track I'm walking is the beginning of my shortcut to High Cup Nick. So I've dropped now my original plan, and I'm going to try and see High Cup Nick, because it looks like, well, it's overcast, but overcast is not like total fog, so should be better. So anyway, first this track, then a path, and then there will be a little bit of an off-grid, and then I will be at High Cup Nick. So that's the plan. Now I'm on the path, and when that finishes, my off-grid will start. We also can see in the distance behind that first ridge, I believe is High Cup Nick. We are going to see it in its proper glory when I get there, probably within the next half an hour. I've just my path has just finished, so now I just need to walk in the general direction over there and then drop down to High Cup Nick. But just reflecting on how these places are so quiet. After a while you start thinking that this silence is an actual entity. Something that's actually alive around you, with you, not just accompanying you. It's quite something to experience this for a number of hours. Look at this massive wall on the other side of the valley there. This is, as I turn around, High Cup Nick from above. Isn't this absolutely magnificent? Superb. Personally, I consider this one of the best places to be at, certainly in England. It is so uplifting and glorious that it's almost beyond comprehension. So we're going to get closer to it now, and I think you might think that it looks even better from down there. Right, so steep down now, so we can get right closer to the edge. Well, I'm here. The view. There are no other words to describe this. It's grand, magnificent, and also completely poetic. Well, obviously I would love to stay here, well, I don't know, for a very long time to look at it, but we're going to have to go down back to Dufton, but we're going to have now a nice walk along those crags, that ridge over there, and then drop down. This is the same way that I was walking in the morning, but obviously we couldn't see almost a single thing. Well, either the horses weren't there in the morning, or I just simply didn't see them because of the fog. So beautiful, far-reaching views. The west, that is the beginnings of the Lake District on the horizon. Really lovely, even with this slightly overcast sky. Visibility is very, very good. Well, about halfway down to Dufton now. The path is visibly gentler, so less steep, less rocky. Dufton is down below there, and you can see Dufton Pike right down there. A very impressive looking hill. It's quite a spellbinding light show on the horizon there. Those clouds and the light touching those hills on the horizon. Very beautiful. Just caught my attention immediately as I was walking down here. And I can also see that those peaks in the Lake District, at least some of them, are definitely covered with snow. I hope it's possible to see that on video. So just outside of Dufton now, so time to say goodbye for this one. Summing up, well, today started with a bit of a disappointment with all the fog and couldn't see anything, but clearly the rest of the day really made up for it. I really think you should visit High Cup Gill. It's definitely the best on the Pennine Way long distance trail, and probably one of the prettiest and most striking and impressive places in England. So a really fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.